Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. SUI did hold the support area, the communicated yellow support zone, and was one of the few coins today that actually showed some green candles. So essentially it's working out well. However, I have to say I don't believe the white count anymore. Not with that deep fourth wave pullback. Yes, here it did hold support and everything, and it respected the $1.2 level pretty much exactly. Okay, it didn't break below it and everything. Yeah, but first of all, the move up from the lows looks like a three-wave move, and it came down very, very deep. I mean, maybe it's holding, and I can only tell you my subjective opinion about this. The Fibonacci levels don't lie, okay? So as long as the support zone is holding, obviously we have to treat it like that, and we can say that, okay, possibly wave 5 has indeed started. And if it really has in the white wave count, which it should take us to $1.58, $1.83, possibly next, probably rather $1.83 to be honest. Yeah, then obviously we're looking for some nice upside here. And the $1.2 level, however, $1.3 level shouldn't be broken anymore. So it's a very clear level to watch. If that level breaks, so basically one more low below yesterday's low, then we are already in the yellow count at the very least. Okay, so what is the yellow count? The yellow count is basically the same wave count as the white one, in which we are watching for a diagonal pattern to the upside. It cannot be an impulse, but it can be a diagonal in 5 waves. But in the yellow count, we already completed the third wave, whereas in the white count, we might get one more high. I already gave you 2 support areas for it because, as I said, first of all, with that limited chart history that SUI offers, the predictive qualities of Elliott wave are extremely limited. So all we can do is really have some levels for risk management. And yeah, we can track a roadmap, but it's not like that, okay, if support breaks, it shouldn't surprise anybody. So yeah, but therefore I already gave you that alternative pullback zone. I'm actually leaning towards yellow now, to be honest, looking at the chart. But, if it's holding, the area is there. And the thing is, we have support below that still. Okay, so we have that trend line. You see that ascending trend line there. Here we see the orange support area that's holding so far because we're way above it. We haven't even reached it. It's, by the way, between 96 cents and 75 cents. But yeah, all I can say is that below 75 cents, however, there's nothing really bullish left on this chart that I could use for some kind of a reliable bullish structure. Yeah, because a wave 4 in a diagonal shouldn't really break below the golden ratio. We're dealing with a lot of wave 4s at the moment, so I pretty much say that in every video because, I have to mention it, right? It's just, it needs to sink in. A lot of you know that already. But in the yellow count, it's very clear. In the yellow count, this move down would be an A wave, this move up would be a B wave, and the move down would be a C wave. So we can actually add that to the chart just to highlight that, okay, if the next move up here stays corrective, then it's very likely it will follow through for another low in wave C. So yeah, looking at that here at the moment as potentially an ABC structure. But a break above that $1.45 level, which was already reached here, that would suggest we are in the white count. Now, again, all I can say, predictive qualities are limited. The way to trade this, if you want to trade it, is obviously to look for an entry in this yellow box with a stop below the box. So it would be a stop below the Monday low. That's just one way of trading it. It's already moved, but it's still in the box. Again, next target's 158, 183. That allows you to calculate your reward to risk ratio. It's not amazing from here, but I think it's still acceptable. Even if it reaches 158. Yeah, okay, it's not great anymore. It's only 2. It should be minimally 3, but let's assume, it could reach 183, right? That takes it to 3+. But there are much better setups at the moment with a much better reward to risk ratio out there. Clearly, yeah, even if we just look at Matic. But yeah, that's sort of what we're looking at the moment here for SUI. There is literally not much more to say. The only thing I want to mention is that obviously the red count is highly likely due to the short chart history, okay? So it's an ABC structure to the upside. And one way of dealing with this is even to trade from a short point of view, to basically short it with a stop above the last high. That's possible as well, but also it's a bit of an insane idea in a bullish market. So that makes it very difficult. If you ask me, I'd rather be positioned on the long side here, but it wouldn't be a setup I want to trade because there's just too much uncertainty there, just because of the limited chart history. It could literally develop into anything. So I think for anybody who's looking at short-term long trades, well, it could, it might be reasonable. I can only say what might generally be reasonable. Might be reasonable to put a stop below the last swing low to see if we can reach 158 or 183. Or if really that C wave to the downside plays out, to look for an entry in the orange support region. And then bear in mind that there could be additional support at the trend line as well. Yeah, that's my update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.